Hello, everybody. A very good afternoon. So here we are with our everyday life 5,000 word bank challenge. Yeah. So another day, another set of idioms, and another set of English words. Okay. Today I have brought the theme agreement. We all make agreements, formal, informal, here, there, office, home, wherever, even amongst friends. We have agreements, right? Okay, so today I have brought these idioms. You can see the runner there down below. And before that, I'll just tell you why am I here. I'm on my mission to help all those who dream of working, studying, or immigrating abroad. Okay, and to do that, they have to pass through a gateway. And what's that gateway? That gateway is of English proficiency test. And to clear that, they have to pass some exams. It could be TOEFL, Pearson, Duolingo, IELTS. So mainly I focus on IELTS per se, though English is universal, English is global. English is the language that you all need today. First language, second language, believe me, doesn't matter. Once you start getting friendly with the language, you start developing friendship with the language. Friends are wonderful. Friends are better than your blood relationships because you create them on your own. You are not born to them. So mother tongue is something you're born to. It's understood, you'll be good at it. If you're not, make sure you're good at it, because that's your mother tongue. And second language is your love. So you are expanding yourself, you're venturing out, you're learning a new language as a second language. And don't stop at English. There are many more wonderful languages to explore. At the moment we talk of English. So if you're planning to improve your language, the best way to do is increase your word bank, the coins in the bank. It gives you liquidity, right? And then the liquidity is no fun if the coins are in the bank, unless there is velocity of money. So unless you use these coins, unless you use these words, unless you practice these words, implement them in your language, in your writing, wherever you are, however you are, with whoever you are, they become part of your language, your lingua franca, okay, your jargon. So it is better to learn it in a very stressful manner, in a very relaxed manner. How can you do that? Join me every day with your notebook and a pen. We'll just have fun. We'll talk this, that. We'll reflect on issues that matter and that don't matter. And we'll talk of language learning. Okay? So here we are. Today I have brought, so far I was doing idioms on traveling. Believe me, it really gave me the hormones to travel. I wanted to travel myself. Anyway, here we are. Today we are going to do idioms on agreement. Okay, so what are the idioms? And if you don't want to use idioms, never mind. I have brought a set of English words for you, good ones. You can learn them, you can imbibe them, you can use them, doesn't matter. Whichever way you go, language is very rich. That is what is tested in your English proficiency, in how many different ways you can express yourself. Same word can be used as noun, same word can be used as a verb, same word can be converted into an adjective or adverb. So can you show this prowess? Can you show this proficiency? That is your language proficiency. You play with the words, they are your tools. And believe me, words are powerful, depends on how you use them. So here we start. Yes, I will share my lesson with you guys. I don't know, it becomes easier. Personally, I love it when I can see it and learn too. So here I share my screen with you. So yes, just a reminder, today is my episode 97. I am nearing my century. Okay. So just 3 days more and I'll be at my century. Wow. It'll be fun. Okay. So welcome everybody aboard. These idioms will not only enhance your vocabulary, but they will also give you insight into the common expressions which are used in business and everyday language, everyday conversations. So we will explore these idioms. Number one, black and white. I'm sure you've used this, you've heard about this. So let us go deeper into this. In black and white, what is the connotation? It is something written down, it is documented clearly, usually referring to agreements or rules. So, what does the English word for this stand? Explicit, clear cut, documented, written, unequivocal. Good words? Yes. So, what are the words? Explicit, clear cut, documented, written, black and white. Usually the paper is white and the ink is black, leave alone the colors. Earlier it was just this. So, and it is unequivocal. Okay, no doubts about it. So, how will you use it? The terms of the contract were laid out in black and white, leaving no room for confusion. So, when anything is black and white, anything is clear crystal to you, there is no cause for anything to go wrong, because you know exactly what is to be done, what is not to be done. It is clear cut. It is very explicit. Okay, we the second idiom of the day, that is clinch a deal. So when you clinch a deal, so all are with deal today. Okay, so first was the terms of the contract were black and white. Second, clinch a deal, to successfully reach an agreement or finalize a transaction, or in your business jargon, to convert a lead. Okay, to clinch a deal, that is to finalize, to secure, to seal, to stamp, to complete, to confirm. That is clinched a deal. So, how do you use it? After weeks of negotiations, they finally clinched the deal. Clinched the deal, sealed the deal, finalized the deal, accomplished the deal. Okay. The third one, the idiom for today, a deal breaker. So that was clinch the deal. And now we come to a deal breaker. So, what does deal breaker mean? A factor or issue that prevents an agreement from being reached. So it could be anything. Anything can go wrong at the last minute. Okay, you never know. Sahil par aakar bhi naave डूब जाया करती हैं. So a deal breaker. So non-negotiable. It's a stumbling block. It's a barrier. It's impediment, and it's an obstacle. So any impediment, it could be any barrier, it could be any obstacle, it could be any thorn, it could be any nail in that. So something that could not be negotiated. So the lack of health benefits was a deal breaker for many employees. Okay, lack of health benefits was a deal breaker for many employees. So deal breaker. Next idiom for today. Okay, it's a done deal. So just like that, clinch a deal, a done deal. An agreement or arrangement that has been finalized. Okay, clinch a deal is right now. So we have clinched a deal. But it was a done deal. We did it yesterday. It was settled. It was finalized. It was confirmed. It was completed. It was secured. Okay, so you can keep in mind a wee bit of time zone. So the merger, here we come to this one. The merger between the two companies is now done deal. The merger between the two companies is now a done deal. Now you've heard of so much of mergers and acquisitions. It's become, lately it had become a way of the world. So it was a done deal between so and so company. Okay, you heard of the banks being merged, so many rural banks being merged into the State Bank of India. So it is a done deal. Now, a shady deal. Now, next one, fifth one. What does shady deal mean? An agreement or transaction that is dishonest or unethical. It could be, in English, we could say it is a dubious deal. It's a questionable deal. It's a suspect. It is underhanded, or it is unethical. Now, how many words you learn in English? Either you could say it was a shady deal, or you could say they were accused of engaging in a dubious deal, engaging in a shady deal, a questionable deal, okay, underhanded deal, unethical deal. So, we say underhanded or unethical, which is not okay, which is not morally right, which is not honest. So we say the word to be used would be dubious or a shady deal. Next, and second last for today, a square deal, a fair deal, a square deal, a done deal, a clinch deal. Okay, so you see, there are different words. They are almost like collocations. We are using other words to pair with the word deal, and they end up into becoming idioms. Okay, so a fair and honest arrangement. Fair, equitable, honest, straightforward, above the board. Okay, so there could be so many words. We'll stop here only. Okay, a fair and honest arrangement, a square deal. The company will use it. The company prides itself on offering a square deal to its clients. You get it? Next, the last one today. So, what is the last one today? A deal with the devil. They are almost like twins. An agreement in which one sacrifices moral integrity for personal gain. Very often people end up doing this. You sacrifice your moral integrity for some personal gain. So it is a Faustian bargain. Synonym would be Faustian bargain. It's a compromise. You morally compromise. It is an unethical agreement, or there is a trade-off. So how will you use it in a sentence? He made a deal with the devil, choosing profit over ethical considerations. Okay, so where is we did today? A deal with the devil, a square deal, a shady deal, a done deal, a deal breaker, a clinch deal, and a deal in black and white. So I stopped sharing, and now is your test of listening skill. Is that okay? So all English exams, usually the IELTS, you have a full listening section. So now I am going to use these idioms as a story. Okay, some interesting story. You got to train your ears and follow me. I'm sure you'll follow because I have given you enough explanation. Now, we incorporate the story using all the 7 idioms of deals. In the bustling city of Metroville, negotiations were a daily affair. Or I could say, in the bustling city of Mumbai, negotiations were a daily affair, are a daily affair. One day, a young entrepreneur named Lucas, named Mr. Agarwal, sat in a dimly lit boardroom, feeling the weight of an impending decision. Impending decision. You're getting the good words? I used bustling, that is crowded, impending, which is going to happen. I have dealt with these words in the prior sessions. The contracts were laid out in black and white before him, clearly detailing the terms and conditions. It was time to clinch the deal with a major investor who promised significant funding. However, Mr. Agarwal faced a deal breaker. The investor insisted on gaining control over the company's creative direction, something Mr. Agarwal was not willing to compromise on. After much deliberation, they reached an agreement that balanced creative freedom with financial oversight, making the contract a done deal. As they shook hands, Lucas couldn't help, Mr. Agarwal couldn't help but recall the warnings from his mentor about shady deals. He felt assured that transparency had been maintained throughout the negotiations. The investor, known for his ethical business practices, had promised a square deal, emphasizing fairness and mutual benefit. Just as Lucas was about to leave, another offer came through. A rival investor with deeper pockets but questionable ethics. This new proposal felt like a deal with the devil. It promised quick gains, but at the cost of the company's integrity. Mr. Agarwal, valuing his principles, declined the offer, choosing to walk the path of honesty and fairness. Get right? Choosing the path of honesty and fairness. I hope you followed every word of it. It was very simple. Okay, so with this, I end my vocabulary session today. I'll be here on the same platforms tomorrow. Be there, join me, and happy learning.